It's time.
Welcome to Date with DANU, right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today on the show, we are speaking about a love frequency that is so strong. Let's get on with the show.
Hi, I'm Natasha.
Hi, I'm Damitha.
We are here.
To go on a date with DANU.
Speaking of DANU, I've known him for a long time and he's been a good friend. But what I'm most am impressed about him is that he's used everything from his past to be the person he is today, and I'm really proud of that.
Two things. One is he made me come on this show, which I didn't want to do.
You're saying again. You said
it's okay. It's
no,
they
it
cut
sounded like you
What?
made me gay or something. It sounded like
No. One is he made me come on this show, which I didn't want to do. He pushed me into doing it. The next thing is his laugh that you will experience during the interview. So you will get to see it firsthand.
And I'm happy to introduce my guests to you. I have Natasha Rathnayake and Damitha Rathnayake. Hello.
Hello.
You know, I'm doing a show with the two of them after 2011.
Was it that
really
long ago?
that long?
I went back on social media and checked out when we did.
No, so that was a show that we did with you
Yeah, so with me.
on
MTV.
for MTV, right?
Yeah.
I remember
Long,
that.
long time ago.
Yes.
But you still look the same.
No.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
The
Yeah.
mascara helps.
Yeah, I think so as well.
He got some mascara on and all, you know, he was touched up beautifully today.
With a lot
All
of
right,
protest.
thank you for being on the show. Natasha, lots of things have happened from the last time I had you on the show. Parts of your body have changed now.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about that. To start things off,
Absolutely.
y'all have been together way longer than this country has had independence.
That makes us really old.
Yes. Tell me about when did y'all meet?
When I was 17,
And you were a bit older, right?
Yes.
And she was
a lot,
underage.
lot older.
Yeah, kind of.
He's a
How-
cradle snatcher.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So what made you rock the cradle?
Fate, I believe. I don't know exactly.
But was she all like, what can I say, matured and looked appropriate, age appropriate?
Yes,
Yes.
she did look age appropriate and matured, but she was not the same confident Natasha at that time.
I
She
was
just
so
getting
shy,
into
self-conscious.
So you were able to maneuver her.
exactly, and it was easier because she wasn't popular at that time.
So it was easy to like tap the talent. So how old were you at that time?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah,
or-
I just wanted.
26.
26 or 27, I can't remember exactly.
10-year age gap. Okay, so you liked her and you didn't ask her out for a long time.
No, I did actually. As soon as I met
Oh
her, I
my
kind of
God.
asked her out, but she didn't want to go out with me.
Yeah, because we would have called you uncle at that time.
Exactly, I think she wanted to call me uncle, and
You were not
when we-
that old. I mean, you didn't look old.
Yeah,
you are saying that now because we are together.
You still don't look old.
Yeah, that's true.
No, it was kind of a. As soon as we met, and I.
Natasha, are you shy?
A bit.
Amazing. Okay.
As soon as we met, and she was a little offensive towards me.
What?
Let him talk.
Yeah.
You tell.
So and but yeah, then I pursued it, and my version says that I let it be, and she came behind
Back.
me. But her version says no,
You
I
wish.
pursued. So
You wish.
So
doesn't matter.
eventually, who asked who out and after how long?
actually we don't know who asked whom out. It just worked out that
You
we-
asked me out.
Yeah, so kind of, yes, I think so.
So
Let me have this win.
Yeah, let him just have that so for a moment. But
Yeah.
can you believe it? He has been so dedicated. Even at that time, he used to follow her and go for all the concerts and wait with her so that she'll get back home safe and all.
Always.
So that was just like inbuilt in you, like, is it like?
I guess so. And
I can say a lot of things to embarrass him, but
Annie, tell me
he'll
one
be
thing.
cringy.
Tell, it's okay.
He's sort of like the angel, like the
really.
Good Samaritan.
no, he's always been this pillar
I
of
guess
strength
my
and
parents
courage.
were the ones who had always made me who I am. I mean, my father was also very devoted towards my mom,
Right.
so I think I'll take after him.
Oh, that's amazing. We don't find that type of men anymore. So I think you found one of the last that was there.
Oh, I'm sure there are
I'm
people.
sure
it's
there
just
are
that,
quite a few.
Okay. Anyway, thank you.
We're in a different generation,
true,
obviously.
True. That is true. That is true. Well, we have a segment and it's called Priceless Moments. Now we have so many moments with them that we need to speak about. Let's get into it. Thank you to our friends at MasterCard for joining us on Date with Danu, making life so much more easier and making those moments absolutely priceless as you spend it with MasterCard. If it's a vacation, if it's a getaway, or it's a moment that you want to share with your partner, have MasterCard as another member of the date because it's just going to make it so much more romantic. Priceless moments indeed. Now we're talking about priceless moments. Here is a priceless moment that I really wanted to share about how they met. It's definitely priceless. So you went for a party.
Yes, I was invited for one of his friends actually, and
you all had mutual friends.
One mutual friend. I mean,
his friend actually.
Yeah.
I had finished some event or something, and then I was invited for this party. Walked in, and he opened the door. He opened the door, and he was very courteous. He was very welcoming, and then he said, "Would you like to have something to drink?"
And so we had various beverages
You
available.
all were all intoxicated in a good way.
Partially.
You all
by
were
that
getting
time.
there.
Getting there, yeah.
Getting
so
to Everest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it helped to talk to her as well. So otherwise
Did she
I
come in
couldn't-
like? Did you see her in slow motion?
Exactly, I think so. Yeah,
it happens,
Yeah,
yeah.
now when I come to think of it, so open the door, offer a drink, and I just blurted out the variety of beverages we have, and she listens to all.
Everything was hard, by the way.
No, there
Everything-
were other soft drinks.
There
as
were
well.
soft as well,
soft stuff as well. So she listens to all the. I mean, everything was there. Everything you name
Not
it, it was there.
everything.
Ultimately, there was one variety which she wanted, which was apple juice, which we didn't have. And she says, "Can I have apple juice?" I said, "I'm very sorry, we don't have apple juice, but we have all these other varieties." And she looks at me like surprised and says, "What kind of a party is this? I mean, you don't have apple juice? What kind of a party?" And she goes on. So I thought, okay, this is not going to work. So she was with another friend of hers, and so I just escort them inside the party, and I just allowed them to be. And
Did you notice the friend at all? Because normally in a slow motion moment.
No, actually there is a little bit of a backstory to how she got invited to the party also. So I had the interest in her, and
The friend?
And
No,
mind
her-
you,
her.
he was also dating someone else at that point.
I think we
Yes.
have to keep those
Parts secret.
No,
secret
it doesn't have
because
to.
there are other
You don't have to
He
individuals
had
mention
two
involved.
names.
eyes, no? He had one for each.
Look, I wasn't married. Just
And all the organs were working very well.
exactly,
Yeah.
and
And then later on, he calls me to a side and he gives me this entire lecture saying how I should be really polite and when you enter.
so I did what
and I'm
I
like thinking
normally
like,
do.
oh
So
God,
I made a
who is he?
Who is this old soul caught in a young
exactly
body?
17 years, 27 years. So I gave her a lecture about
26.
what life is, and they said, look, when you come to a party, you need to, be nice to people. Your host, you have to talk to them very nicely. They might have certain products
I was
available.
just 17, Damitha.
Yeah.
That's
17.
It's a
And
good
but
time to
the-
start learning. Yeah.
And that is the moment that
Yes.
conversation began.
Yes.
No, that was not it. And then we ended up going to
Yeah, we ended up.
Showboat.
Yeah.
After that, the
And
same night?
yes, and
Yes.
that was the time that I wasn't singing, I wasn't in the limelight. I was just modeling. I think I had just started modeling.
Yeah.
And no one really knew me as a singer. And we got a little cabin inside and they started singing, and then the mic came to me and I started singing, and everyone's like,
And I think
What
that is the
the-
time I decided, okay, I'm going to pursue this.
What did you sing?
I can't remember.
If I could read.
No, actually,
It had come out by that time. It had,
it's a
Gloria
long.
Stefan's Reach
Oh
has
God,
been
it
sung
was
way
not
more
my choice.
by Natasha than Gloria Stefan itself.
I am telling you, the clients would always ask me to sing Reach by Gloria Stefan, and I'm like telling them, what about these options? What about these options? No, Natasha, I think it's very inspirational. I think the words are so appropriate.
I've
I
heard
think you
her
should.
perform that like
Oh my God,
100 times. Let's get into a break. We'll see you on the other side. Do stick around. This is Dating. So the story continues, by the way, because back in the days you didn't have like a follow-up on an Instagram or like a Facebook message.
This is true.
And you had to make a phone call spending money.
yes.
And
there
I
were
didn't
no
even
mobile
have.
phones actually.
Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
have.
really?
I didn't
You
have
all
a
don't
phone.
have the Gadol ones.
No,
No.
it had just come into the market, I think. It
Yeah.
had just,
Hello?
yeah. My friend had one actually, one of those.
You had one actually. One of those.
It's a weapon.
Yeah, but
It's a
we didn't
Nokia.
have mobile phones. It
A
wasn't
Nokia.
like a,
It was not a mutual thing. Only one person having it is not helpful, Natasha.
yes.
It's a two-way conversation. So anyway, after this party, she in color print and the other two friends of hers in black and white. Because that's how he saw it. Like, you know, only saw Natasha
Yeah.
in slow motion and color with that glow effect.
Yeah.
Whereas the other two were just in black and white at the back. So now they were coming with you.
Yeah, so she started singing.
Your
I
heart
fell in love.
skipped all the beats. Yeah.
And then decided, okay,
This is
I'm
it.
good. This is it. So our friends stayed on to sing some more, and the
Yeah.
party continued. But she wanted to go back home,
Yeah,
so
of course, you have to be.
I volunteered, and her
Of
friends,
course.
to my liking or disliking, whatever, the friends also wanted to tag along.
Annoying, no? These third years.
So, like you said, they were in black and white. She was in color. Vivid
I was
color.
literally in black and white. I was wearing a white
But he saw you in
satin
color, okay?
Yes.
There was a
shirt
glow.
and a black trouser.
So, and those days, yeah, you could drive after parties and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You understand what I'm saying. So,
After
where she,
intoxication.
Yeah.
so wherever we were singing, her house was quite far away. So I decided to take her, which I was happy about that,
Yeah.
because the longer that I was spending time with her in the car, the better it
more,
was for
yeah.
me. And so we started going, and ultimately we arrived at the destination, which is her house. And I asked her,
Who's
okay,
getting down?
Who's getting down? So she says, I'm getting down. Then I said, what about your friend? And she says, no, she's further down.
He's
Which
like,
doesn't serve my purpose, you know.
so he's like, you don't have to get down, wait. We'll first
Drop your friend.
Yeah.
these
Like,
two,
kick her
two
out.
friends,
Yes.
and then I'll drop you last. And I'm like, why? I'm just already here. No, you can't get down.
You were very slow, no, Natasha? So terrible.
17, so
Yeah.
I mean,
Nothing
anyway,
much has changed still.
Nothing.
that's what I like. So yes, so we go and drop her friend, drive back to her place, and now no telephones, like
Yeah.
no mobile phones. So don't know when I'm going to talk to her again. So I think I gave her my business card.
No,
Okay,
he locked the car and he said, "You're not getting down until you give me a kiss on the cheek." I'm
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
that's the most violent I've ever seen you.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, must be the drinks. So
I said, no, I can't. I don't usually do that. And he gave me his card and he said, call me. And so I had to get down. I didn't want to get raped or anything like that. So I quickly gave him a
peck.
peck on the cheek. And then I got down and I said, he must have dreaming that I'm going to call him. So after about, I think, a good 5-6 months,
I don't know.
Oh
No.
my
That
God.
is where we differ, I think. I am saying it's a month, you're saying about 6 months. But anyway, time would have flown by, so that's why
So
I don't know.
it was a long time, and then I was in my mom's office, and then we didn't have a phone at home. So I used to always come to mom's office when I used to come for basketball practice and call all my friends from the office. And then I had this little phone book. So I was going through the phone book and his card was there. I said, maybe I should give him a call.
Oh,
and
she
then,
made the move.
So no, I did. I mean,
Now you.
hang on. We weren't dating or anything
Right. Continue.
So I called and then
Yeah,
he
so
said-
she had called the office and come through the
General line, yeah.
General line. So we had extensions on our table, right? And my extension rang,
he
so I
couldn't
picked it up,
possibly know it was me.
right?
couldn't.
And she said hello, and I said, Natasha.
How did you know? And I
Exactly.
asked him, can you guess?
Yeah. Yes,
He's-
you said,
yeah.
can you guess? And I
Yeah.
said, Natasha. And
I
that
was like-
surprised her, I think.
How
Because
did
I
you
don't
know? He
think
was
anybody-
waiting.
I don't think anybody speaks like that. Natasha. Hi, Damitha.
You know something about her, like those days, as soon as I got to know her, then she started singing, and she used to sing in nightclubs, right? And this is like over the people talking and
Yeah.
dancing, the
So the
music
next
you have to
morning
sing.
it has to be
The
so
more
hoarse.
sing, it becomes hoarse. Right? The next day morning was the best time to hear her talk to me on the phone. Like, you know, she goes,
Hello.
like you say, yeah, it's so sexy.
I have a different woman every day in the morning.
Yes, exactly. Weekends were the best because she used to sing on Friday and Saturday. So Saturday morning and Sunday morning was the best time to listen to
The
her.
best time.
Yeah, best time.
But there were times when people used to call me. I used to be so hoarse. People used to call me and says, Natasha, please, speaking. Uncle, can I speak to Natasha?
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is Natasha.
So
Great. I'll tell you how I met Natasha for the first time. I think I also approached her and I told her something. I told you this, no? I'll tell you about it when we do come back. This is a segment I simply love. It's called Hot Seat. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness for joining us on Date with Danu. You can now enjoy an array of amazing services under one roof. And you know, they have the professionals working on you. From the doctors to the therapists to the nurses, they all know what they're doing. They've been trained by international experts. So they are bringing in new technology and new variety to Sri Lanka. Skincare is also as important as every other organ, skin being the biggest one. It's good to have great skin so you feel confident. It's never about the shade that you're in. It's always about how confident you feel in your body. So visit them today. For more details, you can either visit them at their clinic or at Crystal Villa or at One Golf Face for more details. Ready? We're going to play a segment and these have questions. I'm going to start with Damitha because he doesn't get questions so often. Here we go. Your favorite part in and on Natasha?
in and
On.
face.
Okay.
Okay.
In.
Heart.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Natasha as a model or Natasha as a singer?
Singer.
If you were to have an all-access pass, who would you like to have for a one-day wife? Pushpika, Chula, Hirunika, Pumi.
Do I have to answer it or?
No, you can pick if you feel like there's nobody worthy here, you can pick somebody outside the box.
Can you repeat the names?
Names are Pushpika, Chula, Hirunika, Pumi.
Hirunika, because she's in jail now.
Yeah. One thing you love and one thing you tolerate about Natasha.
Quite a lot, actually. It's not
Is it
one.
the love or the tolerate part?
Tolerant part. Look, she's the love of my life. So look, you need to stop looking like that at the camera because it looks very
Just
cheesy.
too much, man. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Tolerating part, Quite a lot, but then I've learned to tolerate all those things.
One. He's asking
Just
for
one
one.
top thing that comes to your mind.
Make sure it's a nice one.
Okay, she lives in this bubble of hers, which is not a bad bubble, but she's in her own bubble, and sometimes it becomes frustrating when
The reality is trying to knock her down.
yes, exactly. So you get me actually.
Yes, I do.
So that I have to tolerate, but I mean, apart from that, it's
Fine.
fine.
Okay. If you wake up as a woman one day, who would you pick to go on a date with?
Danu.
They have options, but thanks. Great. I think he just wanted to. Natasha, to you. Romain Yohani Umaria, who is your favorite performer on stage?
Umaria.
Between Corinne Almeida and Romain Willis with the song Heya, who do you think deserves to come out with a win?
Actually, I preferred Sherman's version of it.
Oh, part who is not even here.
Exactly.
One thing you love and tolerate about Damitha?
One thing I love and tolerate about Damitha. I love everything about him actually. He's one of the most kindest people I've met and very sacrificing.
Tonight.
Sacrificial.
It's going to be a happy ending. Sorry.
We'll have to get rid of the dogs first because they sleep on the bed, if that's what you're instigating. But he has the most genuine heart. Genuine heart. The tolerate part, sometimes I used to get mad when he used to drink a bit, but not anymore actually. Now I've kind of, I always want him to be the same person, and when he's a little drunk, he gets a little silly, and but now I've kind of tolerated
it's a goofy
it.
side to it.
Yeah, it's a goofy side because I think I came from, my dad was alcoholic, right? So I tend
You're going to see the bad side of it.
bad side of it. So
You should also put a shot.
I can't
not a
handle
good idea.
alcohol.
She will say some atrocious things
I
and
used to
bore
get-
you to death.
I used
No,
to
we
get-
have some
Oh my
pleasant
God.
memories, if I call them.
You can ask him.
Yeah, so
Okay, I'll come back to that. If the Sound of Music is made in Sri Lanka and you were to play Maria, who would you like to cast as One Trap and the Wicked Girlfriend? Your options for One Trap: Arjun Ranatunga, Basil Rajapaksa, Sarath Fonseca, Harin Fernando.
Oh my God.
This is a hypothetical film. Nobody is doing Sound of Music again.
Tell me the names again.
Arjun Ranatunga, Basil Rajapaksa, Sarath Fonseca, and Harin Fernando.
Arjuna Ranatunga.
Okay. The Wicked Girlfriend options are Malsha Kumaratunga, Sangeeta, Ureni, and Anarkali.
Sangeeta.
Okay. I think Damitha won.
Really?
I actually allowed him to win this time.
But I do want to know what happened when you got a bit high. We'll see you after this. Now, Natasha has had 2 very tough years, and what's amazing is the fact that she still has a smile on, and the fact that, for me, COVID was devastating mostly because you had to be in one place, and that was just hard. Because for somebody who is always out and about doing things, just even if there's nothing to do, just to be out, is something that we have as a ladder, a part of our lives. But for someone who had one of the busiest schedules with like performances, dance, all of this, to be tied to a bed because of an accident is not fun. A lot of people do break their legs, but I think you had a suffocation of a timeline. But how are you feeling now? Better?
I'm so much better, actually. I'm grateful for the healing that's taking place. It takes time. When you have compound fractures and you are confined to a bed and you can't work out as much as you want to, you tend to put
of
on
course.
weight. And but I've been surrounded by amazing company, and so that is what's keeping my positive mind. And I can't say it has been smooth sailing, but there had been times it's been frustrating. I had to say no to a lot of events, overseas gigs, stuff that I've really loved doing. But this is just a short span. I'm going to be able to do that in the future. So it's just patience.
Yeah. But she put her journey on social media very recently. And my sister called me at 11 in the night. I think that's the time she has got to bed. She was like, I feel so sorry for this girl. Because it's the path that you have taken as your career. It requires you to be out and about. And it's nothing happened to your voice, it's the leg, and that's why you can't sing. And that's what was annoying.
I was always on the run all the time. I was workaholic, probably just like you. And I think sometimes these things happen to slow you down, to make you more connect to your most in-depth self. And it's all, I don't see any bad opportunity. I don't see anything bad when it happens to you, like for example a bad thing, challenging thing. It's all opportunities for us to grow, for us to evolve, for us to become better. It's all, how, for example, how would you grow if you don't face a challenge? You have to face a challenge.
Yeah. And also it gives us a reason to be grateful for what we have.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely.
You sit down and you think.
Absolutely.
Which is great. Actually,
Absolutely.
it's so cliche if I say this. I learned this line on a film where Rathnayake acted.
What?
He said there isn't anyone without some kind of stress in their life, because if you don't have anything, you'll forget the things that you need to be grateful for. I was like, wow.
There's no black without white. So
it's wow. Rajinikanth has taught me something in life, which is amazing. Now, on a lighter note, how was she to handle as a patient?
Better than I expected, actually. I know singing is her whole life. Yeah. So I can imagine how frustrating it can be. And on top of that, she lost her mum also about just over a month ago. So it was very tough for her. But she had been very positive and trying to recover as soon as possible. And we had an amazing doctor who helped us with the whole thing.
Can I mention names?
Yeah, of course.
He's Dr. Niroshan Jayaratna. No.
Jayaratna.
Jayaratna?
Yeah.
Jayaratna. Niroshan Jayaratna. He's an orthopedic surgeon. And
he's in Kandy.
He's in Kandy. He doesn't practice in Colombo. Amazing, truly a miraculous doctor. And if we wouldn't have got to him if not for another friend of ours called Ajay Jayasilan. I mean, he's another doctor. He's quite talented as well. He sings, he compares, he does workshops, all that. So he's amazing as well. So if not for these two doctors, I don't think I would be able to come to your show.
Which is amazing. Last time when I had her on DANU on Fire also, she had a sprain. And then I met her a few months later, like a lot of time has gone by, and I was like,
you're constantly
I'm constantly limping, and she's like, no, this is a total other thing. I was like, oh,
that was
different
this
leg.
leg.
Yeah.
And
different leg altogether.
This leg.
Oh gosh. Try hands after this.
Seriously, you want me to break my hands as well?
No. Like, I'm just saying, if you're trying to do anything naughty.
Okay.
We are getting into a segment, and it's called Smackdown. Smack, thank you for joining us on Date with Danu. Established in 1981 with just 10 employees, and today they have grown over 400 employees strong.
Wow.
True Sri Lankan brand. I'm telling you, I've spoken about their drinks and their amazing range of things that we enjoyed, especially school time and up to date. But something that I really like are their snacks now. No party is going to go down if you don't have these yummy snacks. I'm telling you, my favorite is their deviled peanuts.
Yeah,
They're
me
so
too.
good, it's so hard to find.
Yeah, mine
It's so
too.
good, yeah. Whenever I find it, I stack up on it. It's that yummy. They have the Mayoka chips. The range just goes on. Do check out Smack today because it's a true Sri Lankan brand. And the fact that you are buying something that is Sri Lankan produced, there's always a pride factor there. Thank you for joining us. Now, let's get into our segment. Smack is a part of this very notorious segment. If you do have a dirty mind, it's hard to win.
Hard to win. Okay.
What goes up lets out a load, then goes back. It goes up, lets out a load, and then goes down.
Belging.
Belging. Think every day.
There's something that is coming to my mind, but I know that you have already prepped me saying if
No,
you have
just
a
say
dirty
what
mind.
is coming to your mind.
Is
No,
it
I
a
don't think I
fart?
can mention.
Huh?
Is it a fart?
No.
I don't think what I'm thinking of I can mention on TV.
No, you can say.
No.
It might be the correct answer.
No, it might be, but I don't want to mention it.
It's an elevator.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
What does every woman have that starts with V and that she can use to get whatever she wants?
Vanity?
How can she get anything she wants with vanity?
Oh, please.
V.
Stupid of me.
Don't go lower, go higher. Natasha has one.
Voice.
Ah.
Some people prefer being on top. Others prefer being at the bottom. And it always involves a bed. Some like it on top, some like it at the bottom, and it involves a bed.
Bunk bed.
Well done! Damitha, you are the winner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Natasha, get the mind off the gutter. Baba wagi hidiyata, see the things that she's thinking about. Time for a break. We'll see you right after. Welcome back to the show, speaking to the Rathnayakes. Now, Natasha, I know that your relationship with your mum was sketchy at times, but then you all found that spot and you all connected, and then losing her might have been one of the... But I'm happy that you got a chance to spend those quality...
No, absolutely.
Yeah. How was it to rekindle a relationship? And also, I'm so happy that you had somebody like him who was able to give you all forms of love, attention, and guidance that you were not able to puzzle together within your framework.
I think this connection between us also happened because there was a part of me, a void. And also there was a time when I was kicked out of the house. I was kind of lost, and he was there at the right time, in the right place. And there was a whole chunk of my life actually that I couldn't connect with my mom, because I think we all, when I talk about my mom, we all have trauma from our childhood, and we tend to, when we are adults, we tend to project that, sometimes on our family itself, sometimes on the environment. So I was that environment. So there was a whole chunk of my life that couldn't connect with my mom, even though I tried and tried and tried. But I left it, and then I went on with my work. And when I started getting into this whole healing as a metaphysician and an intuitive healer, I started realizing why she was doing what she was doing, and I was able to kind of tap in to that information when I was connecting with her. And that was actually such a amazing time where I was able to connect with her, and she came and stayed with me for a couple of years. And I mean, we don't really think that our parents are going to go. We always think that they are here forever.
For good, yeah.
And I know you've lost your parents, right? So I mean, it takes someone to lose a parent or parents to understand the grief. I mean, it's beyond physical pain. So I think I was really quite blessed to have her in my house, and the most difficult part was seeing her get sick and suffer that span of 2.5 years. But when you have to go, you have to go. You know, I can be talking to you now. Who knows what will happen tomorrow?
But it's, I always say this because it's remarkable to find people who, number one, are okay to put up with a wife who is not well, but also to have the mother-in-law in the house who is also not well.
Oh, he's amazing.
But, I'm not saying it for anything. I'm just saying the truth. We are all
Absolutely.
humans.
No, actually, she and I also didn't see eye to eye at the beginning. I mean,
It was the same time.
When we met, right? We didn't see eye to eye, and I didn't appreciate a lot of things of hers. But as time passed, I understood that part of what she did because she loved Natasha, and she wasn't used to this whole her being
A model,
and a singer and all that. So
it was too much out of her reach to understand.
Exactly, and she just wanted to protect her little girl. I mean, and then there's this guy who's much older than her, now dating her. Those things didn't.
But what she didn't realize is that Natasha never changed just because the industry was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that she realized that
yeah.
later on, and so that at the beginning it was like so it wasn't always rosy, but as time moved on, I mean, she is her mom, and she is very kind towards my mother as well, and it's a reciprocal thing. You are your best half's parents, so you try to be as nice as possible and accommodating as possible with them.
Yeah, I have an uncle like that in my family. He married into. He eventually had so much of responsibility. I used to always ask him, like, say no for you. Just got involved with all of us, and like you have like a big drum to play. But it's amazing, and also I have always said this. I think what makes a man a better, bigger, more manly man is when he's willing to see his partner shine, have a name, and thrive in the spotlight, and yet be proud about it and not feel intimidated. And I think that there are only a few people, I actually said those names to you, that I have come across, and I always have like a lot of respect for them. I think that's remarkable.
I'm just so grateful that from the inception, I mean, we've agreed on a few things that have happened, but we're all human. We make mistakes, and we try to be the best people at any given time. But it's also sometimes when people do something wrong to us, it's our reaction. We're human, right? So, but then when we realize, we tend to change, and we've had this conversation, and also, I mean, Mom did the best she could, and so she's not here to defend herself. Yeah. So, I mean, I did understand her, and she was my biggest fan. she would never say to my face.
Yeah, of course. Mothers, hello, Asian mothers don't.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
if someone asks, say, X, Y, Z, you know, who is better, she will not tell it in front of me,
Yeah.
but she would always pick me, and she would always criticize someone else on TV. Why can't they do this? Why can't? So, you know, you'll never understand that.
That's true.
You'll never understand that.
Amazing. We're getting into a naughty segment, and it's called King. Now, they're experienced people in this business, and considering the fact that y'all have only, you know, just been playing with that one single toy y'all got.
Okay. Okay.
You answer this, okay?
Yeah.
Imagination needs to be really good, you know. Otherwise, sometimes, you know, we all need a new pair of shoes and all, you know. It's amazing how y'all have polished it and kept it
Yeah,
shining.
exactly.
I know.
Let me look at my shoes. Okay.
Okay, Natasha, especially now that your leg had a bit of an issue,
Yes.
this question is to you. Unfortunately, you are being forced to choose just one position for the rest of your life. What is it? You might have been
Oh, wow.
restricted, no?
Missionary.
Missionary it is then. There you go.
Okay.
If you could make 3 sexy wishes and Natasha is willing to grant them, what would they be? I don't need all 3, just one is fine.
3 sexy wishes. Sexy. Candle dinner? I'm trying to play safe here.
That's romantic.
I-
Yeah,
There
I'm
is-
trying to
Darling,
be.
we
there
have
is-
not, we have moved.
I know.
It's
Look,
after dinner.
You know how difficult it was for me to come on this show. You know that, right?
but
So you
just
know
say-
how difficult it is for me to express these things. Do you know?
just one thing, like one sexy thing. Like.
Shall I make it easy for you?
Yes, please
Okay.
rescue me now
So
that I have
since
rescued you.
2001, February 21st, we've had dogs, and they have always
2021.
20,
You said
no.
2001.
sorry 2021. Sorry,
Yes.
2021.
He knows.
February.
he knows from
Because
when he has been starved.
Exactly. I've been counting the days. First the dogs, then the leg, then the.
It's not my fault that the dogs are in the room. I keep telling you to put the dogs
It's
out.
okay.
But
it's all right.
Okay,
I
today,
understand.
shall I pick the dogs up for a day getaway?
If you can handle them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll-
This is your question.
No. So you were going to say.
Yeah, you were
So
going to say,
I
I'll
was,
say
I was
anyone.
going to I'm going to say that it's because of the dogs. Since 2021, it has been quite tough.
it's been
because
just like the economy.
Yeah, exactly.
it has been just like the economy.
You've been thinking about the
he
IMF.
can't even borrow.
Yeah, exactly.
We have been thinking about the IMF
Yeah.
and
No,
Okay, I understand.
So-
just get rid of the dogs.
no.
No, just for a day at least. It'll be
We
really.
actually miss them. You know,
It'll be.
Dogs
During
sleep on
that
the bed
time-
with us,
Yeah.
and if we don't feel them near our leg, it's like something is missing. And if one of the dogs are out of the room in the hallway, he'll like, you know, where's
Not
Louis?
only me, you also
Yeah,
will
yeah,
start
yeah.
missing.
So I mean,
No, anyway, now she has gone through her final surgery and
Yeah.
she'll be recovering very fast.
Very
so
soon.
very soon then. I'll let you know. Maybe next time on Date with Danu we will have more details to be continued.
So in other words, our sex life is nil at the
At
moment.
this very moment.
Yes.
It's taking a small
It's-
break.
it's small break.
All right. I'm going to give this to you because now
Let's
that
see whether
we know.
that helps.
Now that we know that there is, like it has been a bit of a dull grey period, this could add all the color.
And also, I mean, you all have to feel sorry for me. How
That
many
is true.
legs?
Darling, nothing is happening with the
Both.
legs.
Both legs have been broken.
All you have to do is just
What is
I
in
know.
it? What is in it?
just don't talk about the legs. Just spread them.
Just
My worst
See you
fears are
after the
coming
break.
true.
Welcome back to the show. Our final segment with these two. You know, as much as we like to speak about the good times, I know any relationship can have its turbulence, bumpy rides, and it's just. But I think it's how you sit through it and work your way out of it. Have you all had moments where you have thought, I'm just done with this?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's been 24 years for this September. Next year will be our silver.
Aw.
And there had been both sides actually. We've even cheated on both. So, but it is. I don't think we cheated because we didn't love each other. I think we weren't getting the attention that we needed from each other. And also he was busy and I was traveling, and when I was busy I couldn't give him the attention that he needed. So sometimes you try to compensate that with, and a lot of people think, all marriages are perfect, everyone. I don't want to live in this, facade. What you see is what you get with both of us. And both of us have had these issues, and it's even though we've had these issues, and the good thing about both of us is we can talk about anything. He's literally
You all
my
have a
best friend.
friendship that is stronger than.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we come together, we sit down and we discuss, and it's just being truly bearing your heart on your sleeve, and just putting it out there, and allowing God to take care of the rest. So it hasn't been easy, Danu, and these times a lot of people would like to sweep it under the rug, but I have nothing to hide. He has nothing to hide, and by going through that, I think our relationship
Stronger.
has become so strong, and if we just unconditionally love each other, that is.
I don't think I will
True.
be happy seeing y'all in separate rooms ever.
Yeah.
It's like y'all have been seen as a pair. It's like annoying now to see y'all individually. Just for our sake, at least, just rock on. But what's amazing is that I don't think y'all will ever have a point where I think y'all are intertwined in so many ways.
He's my soulmate. I know that I'm his soulmate. So
And it's really sweet. I'm just saying this because I'm working with her on something these days, and every time she wants to go to the washroom, even if she wants water, he gets up, he comes, and he's not doing it to show us.
No.
That's just a part of this, and that's really sweet. And those little things, I always notice the smaller things because those are
God.
what. Oh,
Sorry, I'm tearing up.
here. Those are the small things that that really carve what we're all trying to find in life. And we always live in this world where we read fairy tales and we think that's what life should be like. It's not that.
No, it's just living true to your heart and true to yourself, your authenticity.
And that's.
Sorry.
Thanks. I thought you might not use it, but it's okay. This is what Darshi made for me as well.
Speaking of Darshi, I'll be seeing her today.
Yeah, I know. I'll ask her for another one. It's okay. Looks nice, okay?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thanks. It's leftover piece of her sari. So. All right, here we go. Now we are looking at photographs.
Oh my goodness. Where did you get that from?
I have sources.
Social media.
media. Thank you.
That's you, right?
Yes.
My God, you have really transformed.
So when I was born, I was a premature baby. I was a 7-month baby. I was literally like a rat. I was told I was this size. I was in the incubator for a couple of months.
Oh, that
And
explains it.
and like when my grandmother actually related the story to me, when they saw me, they were like, I was dark, I think, because you haven't really
Developed, yeah.
right? But I think I probably grew out my sisters. So, oh, thank you so much.
Major
really, really
throwback,
appreciate
these
this.
jeans are back in fashion.
Oh my God! Where the
You
hell
have not
did you
changed at all.
find that?
When was this?
You know that the
Was this
thingy
on a-
which is at the back, this is at...
That's not even in existence.
yeah, they have moved that from where it is right now. Because this is the St. Clair, the tea shop where they
We
used to have
always
this
stop there.
Oh, yes.
Now
Constantly
it's
stop
at
there every single time we go to
Lesna Tea
Norelia.
Centre now.
I
They
mean,
have
look
moved
at the
it.
sandals you're wearing.
I know.
But these jeans are back in fashion. I hope you
Oh,
own them
God.
still.
Oh my gosh.
So Natasha has this weird one eyebrow situation.
That was actually taken here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
this
was like her picture for everything at one point. This is
This
to prove
was-
that she can sing.
Yeah,
So
exactly. with the-
this was here. This was it was just piano voice,
Uh.
and it was at Sequel. I think it was in 2004, if I'm not mistaken. There was this huge grand piano, and
Still there,
I
I
was
think.
just. I think the grand piano is there,
There,
right?
yeah.
I was standing
There.
here, just piano voice.
And now her
Used to be
eyebrow
so
doesn't go
beautiful.
there.
Yeah, I actually microbladed it.
Now, we have been on trips and all, like, you know, we go on trips. We try to be very, like, minimal. Where were you going?
I was just returning from Grand Hotel.
Yeah.
No, it's true.
Glammed up and all. Look at him, he looks like just...
It's for the
Yeah.
picture.
Gamaya.
yeah.
It's for the picture.
It's like you have found him out of Grand.
This was
Gamea's
last
look
year,
better.
right?
Huh?
This year.
No,
Last year.
I can't remember
Last
when.
year.
This is, where is this?
This is at. This is from Grand.
Devon?
I think Devon.
Okay, Devon.
Yeah.
I must say, this time there was a bit of a frequency change in me.
Oh my God.
I kind of found her really, really hot. And this was at Golface Hotel, the Satyapal show that happened here. It was in 2006. I was a young bud, and
Oh,
I saw her
yeah.
walking the ramp, and I thought she had the most beautiful lips and her swag. She looks phenomenal here. And she was standing outside, and I went, "You look so nice." And then I said, "You have such beautiful lips." And you can see Natasha's face like,
So if was I in the picture at this time?
No,
yes,
Was he?
2006.
No, yeah,
2006.
but
You
he
were
wasn't-
married.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
wasn't there though.
You were not there. She was
Okay.
waiting for you to pick her up.
Oh,
Okay.
must be.
So
Yeah.
if we were not married, you would have had a chance, and
I would have
I
had a
mean,
chance.
you would have had a
I-
frequency change.
Imagine
proper.
my plight.
Why?
Imagine my plight
You
if
would
I
be on
got.
TV every single day because
but-
he's a presenter and you are a singer.
Hello?
Every single day you
Yeah,
would
but
be
then
on
we have to
TV.
do other things.
What
apart
about
from
my sex
singing
life?
and
What
talking.
about, you know,
I'd
I'll
have
be.
shopped at Midnight Divas for you.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah,
Serve
but
yourself.
What about our intimacy?
Yeah.
What about our
Cuddle
intimacy?
and go to sleep.
That's the thing.
But you look so good. She looked phenomenal. So first day I met her, it's
thank
like,
you.
wow, I had to find that picture to tell this story. So there was a time before all these people came up with, you know, taking the fat from here and poking it there, and
Oh my
before Kim
God.
K came with her, you know, rear, there was one person who was known for her voluptuous peaches. This was the peach of our lifetime.
What's that?
Can't see that one. Ooh.
This peach was on every gossip site possible.
Is actually the picture was from one of the sites, right?
This was actually from when we went to Yala.
Yeah, but
Let's
I
see.
don't think anybody saw an elephant there. They were like, Natasha, I will.
Oh, I was the elephant. I was the elephant. Say it. Yeah.
Mama picture. She was also a real stylish lady, I'm told.
That's where the looks are coming from.
And yeah, so before all the, you know, before Robbie Royston released his song Passa Passa, She was the original pastor. So I would like to give that title to her. And she worked for it.
That's true.
That is true. So
Yeah.
you are original project. Thank you for being on the show. It was so genuine. It was so easy. Loved having you guys. And
Thanks for having us.
I
Thank
shall
you,
see
Danu,
all
for having
soon.
us. Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show. Thank you
The
for
previous
coming.
show was Talk Easy with Danu or something.
Speak easy.
Speak Easy.
That was the one.
Thank you, Danu, for
where I had
having
wild
both of
hair.
us. He
Yes.
wasn't a fan coming on the show because he hates the limelight.
Yeah.
He hates
Even
the
now,
spotlight.
even today, it's the
Yeah,
same.
he has
But,
bad back as well
But
because
you
of it.
have convincing power. You have
Actually,
this,
you're the only person I think who had done
no, and also
interviews.
Asanka also, you had no choice but to say yes.
You didn't have to say that, no, Natasha. I would
Exactly.
have liked it if it was only me, and we would have finished the show on a happy note.
Sorry, Asanka.
Sorry, Danu.
Anyways, on that note, we need to wrap things up. We will see you soon. Till then, you keep smiling.